Morning, everybody. For me, 2016 is about going on offense on ideas. It's about starting to get the country back on track. How better to start the year on offense than putting a bill to repeal Obamacare and defund Planned Parenthood on? How long have we been at this? 5 years? Getting past the Senate Democrats has always been the issue, and finally we cracked the code. In 2014, we won the Senate. In 2015, we passed balanced budgets in the House and the Senate. That gave us reconciliation, a tool we can use once a year, and we're doing it with this. Now, is someone named Obama going to sign a bill into law repealing Obamacare? Of course not. But we have now demonstrated that if we elect a Republican president, we can use this same path to repeal Obamacare without 60 votes in the Senate. This is critical. That's how we will move toward replacing this law with a truly patient-centered healthcare system. So this is where we truly kick off making this year the year of ideas. My basic premise for taking this job is making sure that we offer the country a clear choice for the direction that we want to lead. We need to give the people the respect that they deserve and the information that they need to make an informed decision. This means putting together a bold pro-growth agenda, and it means putting it together quickly. Now, I know all of you want to know the who, the what, the where, the how, the when, and the why of this agenda. We're not going to do this top-down. This is going to be developed through a bottom-up collaborative process with all of our members. This will require a new president. But if we want a mandate to do big things, if we want the mandate from our fellow Americans to fix this country's problems and get us back on the right track, we're going to have to offer a real agenda to the country. And we're going to do that soon. This is what 2016 is all about for me. Go big on ideas. Get the country back on track. Restore a confident America. I really look forward to getting started on this process. Look, go talk to Orrin Hatch. I mean, he'll give you his concerns. There are members of Congress who have concerns with contents of TPP. Most of our members have not had a chance to wade through it all. I haven't had the chance to go through it all. So a lot of people are still reserving judgment. It's an enormous agreement. The agreement has enormous potential, but we've got to get it right, and we're going to take the time we need to get it right. Well, Chad, I would say this just shows that we need to have a strong Navy. We should not have a president proposing to not lower our ship count to pre-World War I levels. This means we have to have a strong military and a strong Navy and a real foreign policy, which we do not now have. So I would simply say that the best thing we can do for a strong America and to have a peaceful globe, especially in the South and East China Seas, is to have a growing economy and a strong Navy, and that's not what we have right now. A healthy economy. Having a strong Navy, I sure do. Yeah, absolutely.
Madam Leader Pelosi said that there's going to be sanctions on the House floor in the coming weeks regarding North Korea. Can you elaborate?
Yeah, I'll let the Majority Leader release the schedule on the vote on what's going to occur. So Kevin, I don't know when he's going to announce this. We'll be announcing something very shortly.
What's it look like?
I'll let the Majority Leader release that.
They're going to happen.
Yes.
Ryan, tonight the president's having a town hall on gun control, gun violence. He continually says that he's not going to take away Americans' guns, their Second Amendment rights. I'm wondering if you believe him.
I don't think the president, I think he's been pretty hostile to the Second Amendment all along. I don't think the president has a lot of respect for the Second Amendment. And guess what is one of the most important things that we can do as citizens collectively to protect ourselves from some possible terrorist attack? Exercising our Second Amendment rights. And so I think it would be nice to have as much attention paid to defeating ISIS, dealing with homegrown jihadists, making sure that terrorists do not infiltrate our immigration system, whether it's refugees or something else. That is what has got Americans really concerned about the safety for their families. And that's something that I think we should not be distracted away from focusing on, but something we should focus on.
Do you think he's trying to take away Americans' guns?
I think the president is frustrating the law-abiding, I think he is frustrating the Second Amendment rights of law-abiding citizens.
Can you explain to us how you selected Nikki Haley from South Carolina
Yeah.
to be the
I think Nikki embodies a great Republican leader. She's unified her state. She has reformed government. She is focused on growth and opportunity, and she has got a great personal story. So I think Nikki Haley is the perfect kind of reform-minded governor that embodies what new Republicans look like. I'm not. Yeah, you think I'm going to wade into that one? Yeah, gee, I'm not touching that stuff. Look, everything's an option because what we're going to do is make this decision collectively by consensus in our conference. That's the whole purpose of having a bottom-up organic process in Congress, not a top-down leadership. I'm decentralizing power of this place. And when you decentralize power, you have a group decide these things. And that's why I want all of our members participating in this process to decide how best to advance our ideas. But let me just say one thing. You think Barack Obama is going to sign a bill repealing Obamacare? You think he wants to lower tax rates for all families and individuals and small businesses? No, he doesn't. So we know that we're going to have to go to the American people with a mandate, with an agenda, so that they can choose. That's what this is all about. Look, the stakes could never be higher. I mean, we have a weak economy and the world is on fire. And where is America? Where is the prosperity that we ought to be having? Where is the upward mobility? Where is the ladder climbing people out of poverty? It doesn't exist right now. And so we, as Republicans who don't like the direction the country is headed, and look at every public opinion poll, most Americans agree the country's not headed in the right direction. So we, as the alternative party, owe the country an alternative. And that's what we're going to do. So the details about how this alternative gets rolled out is not nearly as important as offering people a real, clear, and compelling choice in 2016 so that they can choose what kind of America they want to have tomorrow. Yeah.
A couple of years ago at the conference, you had brought up the idea of expedited rescission.
You love talking about this, don't you, Jonathan?
Yeah,
Yeah, God, yes.
you said at that point you wanted to work with President Obama when he visited the conference.
Yeah, that was more than a couple of years ago, yeah.
When you're still on budget, and now you're speaker, now you can do some of these things. And I'm curious if that is something that you want to.
I still support I passed the bill, I think, twice, perhaps, when I was budget chair, or even before I was budget chair. So do I support the idea of a legislative constitutional line item veto, which is basically expedited rescissions? Of course I do. But I would actually refer you, since we have a committee-driven system here, I would refer you to Tom Price and the Budget Committee. How about somebody I haven't picked on yet, back there? Yeah, so the Majority Leader and Chairman Royce, which is the Foreign Affairs Committee, which has jurisdiction over this, is beginning their process of gathering ideas and having listening sessions with our members about whether and how we could do an AUMF on ISIS.
Have you had any conversations about the possibility or the possible contingency of a brokered Republican convention?
No, not even thinking about that. How about back there?
Speaker, I wondered if you've been able to arrange the president for the private meeting that he's invited you to.
Say that again?
The president has invited you to have a private meeting to sort of sit down and dinner. I can't remember how he arranged it. I wonder if that's going to happen, and if it doesn't happen before Tuesday, what would you say to the president? What you would like him to address in his final State of the Union address to Congress?
Yeah, so it's not going to happen before Tuesday. That's not on the schedule. I don't know when it is, actually. We're trying to get it scheduled. My mood will basically depend on how well Sunday goes for the Packers on Monday and Tuesday, to be candid with you. No, I'm going to be watching it at home in my basement with my family, and with some good venison chili and, some cheese heads. Of course. And Pabst, yeah, but yeah, we juggle between the two. I would tell him in his State of the Union, I take it all back. The healthcare was wrong. We should have done Dodd-Frank. I want to actually lower tax rates, clear out a crony capitalism, and restore the Constitution to its rightful place in American life. That's what I would encourage him to say. Something tells me he might not say that. Have a good one.